What's up, guys? Here's an update for my 135. I have to be kind of quiet. My girlfriend's sleeping right now. Tried to do this video like 3 different times this morning. Kept getting interrupted and so forth. So it's nighttime right now. Let me turn off this light back here. That way you can get a little bit better of an effect of what this is like at night in my apartment. So this 135 is massive, man. It's taking up like my whole entire apartment. It's just like, oh my god, so amazing. I've always wanted a large tank. So, recent update on I had 2 of the Coral Life ballasts, 36-inch T5s. One was a actinic bulb, another's a 10K. One of the ballasts actually stopped working. So I exchanged it. Well, I took it back and I was going to order another one, but the way I have it set up now, I actually kind of like it. So I got the T8s on the left and then the T5s on the right. The one on the right with the 10K and the actinic bulb, it's pretty bright, so what I'm going to do is more likely get a Color Max and then a 67K bulb to kind of bring down that spectrum a little bit, because it is a bit bright. But I kind of like how it goes to bright on the right to left to like the darker area where it's a little bit more gloomy, what have you. It's kind of like this tree stump right there. Some of the anacris is pulled up, so it's kind of floating at the top under the darker bulb anyway. So it kind of gives that under root darker water type of feel, more relaxing, so I kind of like that, so I'm probably going to run with that for a little bit. So here are the fish. I just did a water change yesterday. Here are my Oscars. This tiger albino, his name is Mayhem. He's about 8 inches. And the guy you see creeping up from the background here, his name is Tank, Tiger Oscar. He's about 7 inches. So, man, I love these guys. These guys are great. They've been in the tank for a few days now. They're not really eating too much. I was able to give them some pellets, and they're kind of coming up for that. I think they're still trying to get settled in and get used to me coming up to the tank and so forth. So I'm going to try to get them some good cichlid pellets here. Got some cheapy old pond pellets that my buddy had given me with the fish. These fish are from my friend. So, kind of a rescue. He was done with the fish thing, and he's moving on to reptiles and stuff now. So, this tank was in pretty bad condition, so I'm glad I was able to snatch these guys up off of him. Fish that I wanted, they just happen to be 8 inches instead of 2 inches that you get when they're little babies at the pet store. So, but anyway, here's I don't know if you can see in there. No, you can't. This right here, this is a tail of the Stropped Raphael, and that guy's a fatty. These guys are actually, I think they're starting to get used to me coming up to the tank, so that's good. That's a very good sign. So, I was hoping, it's nighttime and stuff now, so I was hoping this guy's going to come sneak out for a little bit so I can show you guys, but he's a monster. I think he's about 5 inches, but he's 5 inches around too. He's just a fat guy. Got a pleco in here too. It's about 11 inches, and you can't see him. Turn on the light. That dark spot in there, that's him, but you can't really see him. You can see his eye. So hopefully it'll come out by the time I'm done with the video or next time I do a video update. So here's the tank. Looking pretty good. Nitrite levels were pretty high the other day, and then they crashed back down, so that's good. I'm gonna did a water change yesterday, 25%. I'm probably gonna do I was going to do a water test tonight, but I'm actually pretty tired. So I'll probably do tomorrow just to check levels and stuff like that. Make sure everything's good. Get a bit different angle on this. Over here in this brighter section, on this side, I'm going to try to put like a piece of driftwood somewhere right here. Bam. Hopefully a big old piece of driftwood. I was going to try to attach some Anubias to it. Have a little bit of a planet tank going. Honestly, I don't know how long this Anacris is going to last. The Anacris is in here just to kind of get the tank started on the cycle. Some of the Anacris has been ripped up because these guys are just so big and they're just running into it. They haven't really thrashed around, or they haven't really been too much in the gravel yet, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm actually kind of surprised that the plants have lasted so long, so it's cool. Anacris isn't my favorite plant, but you know, out of all the fish tanks that I've always had Anacris. It's just a pretty good hardy plant, but we'll see what happens. So I got, my buddy gave me an air stone right here, so I got this bubble stuff going, keep the air circulation. It's pretty cool. I want to do a bubble wall in the back, so probably have to get a bigger pump for that. Got a little bit of a power head on the right hand side over here. Got my heater. So this is the tank. Man, I'm loving these fish. They're awesome. And all the minnows that I had in here, these guys ate them already. So that was pretty crazy. Oh, check it out. He's coming out. Look at this guy. This guy is just a fatty. This camera really doesn't do it any justice, but let's see here. His name is Sylvester. Sylvester the cat. Look at these guys coming back down to say hi. So, yeah, man, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's good.